I want you guys to taste dulse as is, because dulse is one of the only sea vegetables that you can eat straight out of the package. You don't need to soak it before. You can dry it out and make dulse chips, just like you would make kale chips. You can use dulse the same way, either coat it with something and dry it out, or you can shove it into a recipe, chop it up and shove it into a recipe. But otherwise, straight out of the package, I want you guys to have a little taste of it. It's very pungent, very deep, very earthy, salty. And it's nice, so if it's a little bit too intense for your palate, the nice way to complement a piece of dulse is actually having it with some apple slices or a bit of pear or some citrus, something to just kind of wash your palate out afterwards. This one is arame or arame. Tiny little strips, here's the packaging for it. So Koyo or Maine Coast also, they both have this brand or this line, arame. What we have today this is our dip that's going in it, and it's kind of like a mock tuna salad. It's sunflower seeds, almonds, ginger, parsley, scallions, a little bit of tamari, lemon juice to kind of make up a little bit of a, I don't like to say tuna salad, but that's, because it's going into a sushi roll, it's just fun to say it that way. And this can also be made as its own recipe and go onto a sandwich or go onto a salad. So you spread it inside the nori roll. And the bottom part is best, or somewhere in the middle. You will always want to leave the top upper quadrant open because we need to seal that. So otherwise it can just kind of go across the middle. If you look closely, there's vertical lines inside this sheet of nori, and you just line them up with the vertical lines of your bamboo mat. So that's kind of setting up your roll. Then you take the bottom part with the bamboo, reach it around, give it a tug and a squeeze. Then you just peel the bamboo out. That's the key. A lot of people will just pull the nori back out. Just peel the bamboo out, roll it again, tug, squeeze. And now is when I can start just getting a little bit of moisture in there. Right along the edges, because I want it to seal up. And always cut down the middle of each section. Then you're going to get your nori rolls staying in one piece. And then you look at how beautiful that is. So this is our lunch today. We have an amazing spread. Asian is our theme. We've got lots of ginger, lots of fresh vegetables, sea vegetables, of course. So we've got a carrot ginger soup. Those are black sesame seeds on top for garnish, which is just so beautiful. Black sesames are extremely high in calcium, higher than white sesame seeds. This is our nori roll platter, beautiful. And then we have over here is a combination seaweed salad. So seaweed salad doesn't just have to be all seaweed. It can be seaweed infused with lettuce and cabbage and all kinds of greens. So you'll see there is little flecks of, actually this is wakame right here. It's a good example of what wakame is. Right there, that's a strip of wakame. So see how it's got that rib down the middle? And then it's got little sides. So it's, the rib is a little bit tougher to chew on. So ideally you can cut those away, or they can just be, ripped up, and you'll see it's very soft and pliable and really, really nice in a salad. So that's wakame, and a really nice miso dressing. So miso paste is a good type of soy that I talked about yesterday. It's fermented, really high in nutrients, and we've used a white miso, a light miso, so it's more sweet as opposed to savory. A little bit of honey and some vinegar and mirin. So it's just a really nice kind of Japanese slaw salad with a bit of a twist using some lettuce in there. So something we've been talking about has been making an almond milk or homemade nut milk from scratch, because a lot of people are very confused as to which boxed ones to buy, if it's good to buy boxed ones. When you're first starting out, it's okay to buy some of those ones because it's a transition. You got to find certain things along the way. Some of the rice milks, almond milks, hemp milks, coconut milks are all right, and there's a lot of great brands out there. Just make sure that you look at the label, make sure there's no sugar, make sure there's no additives, and just get the unsweetened ones. But the best thing that you can be doing is making it from scratch at home. So these were soaked almonds, soaked overnight with some water. They've just been drained. So now what we do is, 8 to 10 hours soaked in water, rinse and drain, then put those almonds in the blender with some water. So 1 cup of almonds to about 4 cups of water, 3-4 cups of water. Depends, again, how liquidy or how thick and creamy you want it. That's your choice. For a really nice way to make almond milk at home, you can use one of these guys, Or you can use a nut milk bag, which you can get either online or at a raw food store or at a health store. There's all kinds of nut sacks that you can get. There's some chunks in there.
Get someone to hold it. But I mean, don't worry about it for pastry and eggs.
If you're making a muffin, you can use cup for cup. It can be the flour. So let's say you're making a banana bread. It called for 2 cups of whole wheat flour. You would do 1 cup spelt and 1 cup almond meal, and you have a really moist, delicious banana bread. I actually have a recipe on my blog that I made with that, and it was the best banana bread I've ever had. I'm gonna put my liquid back into the blender because now I'm gonna make a smoothie. So now what's going into my super smoothie? Smoothies being the base of so many wonderful things. Take advantage, make your own chocolate milkshakes at home. Use some protein. We're gonna use the Sun Warrior protein. Then there is some honey, the Nude Bee honey, and then after I pour this in, I'll let you guys taste this. This is the root superfood that makes your energy and your libido and your hormones all balanced and brings everything up. Cacao. All right, then some Sun Warrior. So I've got some banana. So I've got some fresh goji berries there. This is gonna make our smoothie, gonna give it a nice red, rich color. Some dates, just 3 dates, that's all you need. And then some coconut oil. So energy, sweetness, because coconut's just naturally sweet. And last but not least is a handful of greens. So that is a power-packed blender.
Sure.
So you can drink a milkshake or a smoothie and have it, you know, taste delicious. Put some chocolate in there, put some goji berries. Satisfied? Hit the spot midday? Good.